What up, party people? You already know what it is, man. It's Najuma. It's Najuma, man. It's Question the Poet, Mazi. Mazi, today is one of those days that I just don't feel like shooting. Don't feel like shooting, but I'm still shooting. I had some tips that I had prepared for you guys, but I can't remember. I just don't feel like shooting. I don't feel like recording anything today. So, let me tell you guys a story about. Let me tell you guys a story about how I turned into a bully after being bullied for a very long time. You see, for the longest time, I was when I was in primary school, I used to be this small kid, this small kid who was I I don't want to say insecure because at that time I wasn't, but I feel like it was just in me. There was just that kind of insecure feeling in me. I think it's just things things that people things that people tell you that you can't do it, and just things that the insecurities that people reflect to insecurities that people have and reflect to you because they feel like they can't do it, or they feel like you're not doing it the way other people are doing it, and because you're unique, let me say that. I don't know how true that is. So because you're unique, they tend to reflect. They tend to look at you different and push and push their insecurities towards you. And I think that was one of the main factors. That was one of that affected me for a very long time, and I didn't know. I feel like I've always I always was a little shy, let me say that, I guess. So, yeah, and that led to a lot of incidents in primary school where I looked, if you look like a target, you become the target eventually. So I was the target, and I used to be bullied and pushed around so much when I was in primary school. And this is a story of how I became the bully. I became the bully from being bullied. So how it finally happened, I can't actually remember the specific incident, but I do remember this one thing that happened that was super crazy, and I didn't believe I could do it. Everyone didn't believe that I could do it until I did it, because if you see this small shy kid and is a little bit introverted and weird to some point, some people don't understand that first and it's not. I don't blame them, because you see, when you're young, when you're kids, you don't understand so many things, and you just know what you've grown up seeing, or what you immediately hear or see from the people around you, maybe your parents, your grandparents, your family, your friends, your neighbors, something of the sort. So I don't blame them. So there's this one time when I had this guy. He eventually became a friend of mine, of course, after I beat him. but he used to bully me so much. He used to test me. He used to try me. He thought I was weak, and I can say I was a little weak, and he brought out the monster in me, and trust me, I did something that I never thought that I could do, and everyone else who knew me at that time didn't ever think that I could do it, because they used to see me as this shy guy who's weak, who can't stand up for himself and say, you know what, you won't disrespect me, you won't tell me shit. So let me cut the long story short. You see, This guy used to bully me so much, so much, so much. He used to test me, and after a while, I became used to it, and it became like something that I was, something that was not a problem. It didn't bother me because he didn't do anything harmful. He wasn't doing anything harmful as much. Hakuwa anafanya ile kitu inaweza niumiza like that much. He wasn't beating me up. He was just bullying verbally, and I got used to it until this time he bullied me in front of my crush, and I said, you know what, you'll know who I am. So the next day I woke up very early. It was we used to go to school around 7 max 6 a.m. in the morning. So this very day after the incident, I decided I'm waking up very super early, around 5. So I woke up around 5, prepared myself, took a shower, did whatever, grooming, then I went to school, and I just stayed. And believe you me, I was the only one who was. I was one of the few people who were in class that day in the morning. I was the second person. I was the second person to be in class that day around 5 a.m. So we were just sitting, those desks for primary, the desks are primary, those wooden desks where you sit around 3 to 4 people. I don't know about you, I don't know which primary school you went to, but where I used to go, we used to sit on such things. So I just stood up. There was one which was next to the door, right next to the door, and the door was right next to the window. So when you were standing on or sitting on that desk, if you will stretch your neck a little, I don't know the right word to use it, but if you will stretch your neck a little bit, you will see outside through the window, and the window was directly facing the school gate. So I sat at that desk, and I was continuously peeping through the window, just to see if my favorite person is coming, and who was my bully at that time, just to see if he is coming. So I was just chilling, and before I could realize, few minutes, around 30 minutes after I had just said, I started seeing him walking towards the classroom. Of course, he had entered through the gates. I mean, there is where people enter through, or what, or sleep. So he was walking towards the classroom. He walked, and as he was walking towards the classroom, I was getting anxious and nervous and ready and mad at the same time, because I was furious for what he did. I was fed up. So as he was walking, I started preparing myself slowly, and started climbing the top of. I climbed the top of the desk. You see the top, where you put your books and you just sleep when you're tired, or when the teacher was not coming in class. So you the top of the desk. I just stood there and waited for him. Remember, the desk was directly facing the door, and immediately he pushed the door. He pushed the door like this and entered. I jumped up like I was a superhero or something, and gave him a hot slap. No, it was a punch. It was a punch actually, and I'm laughing not because I'm proud of what I did or because what I did was a good thing, but because I basically stood. It was basically one of them. It was basically one of the moments, the first, actually one of the first moments that I stood my ground and set boundaries with people and just became confident to some level and drew the line. So it was a step forward and a step. At that time it was a step forward, but um, yeah, yeah. You know, I thought he would have responded, or he would have acted violently or fought me because he was the big bully, right? But that basically changed everything between, just changed the dynamic between me and him, and we eventually became friends. It's funny, after drawing the line and setting boundaries, and that basically shows that, you see, in life sometimes you just have to do the things that scare you the most, because there's no sometimes, as much as peaceful you might want to be with people, people are still gonna test you, man. People are still gonna test you. They're gonna try you. So you choose your struggles. You choose people. You respect people who deserve your respect, not everyone. Some people just need war. Some people deserve war. Yeah, yeah. Don't being kind to everyone doesn't help. Okay, be kind to people, everyone, but just know when it's time to draw the line and set boundaries and stand your ground. And who knows, you might you might get the street credit for that. So you just do you. Do you. I'm not saying being kind is a bad thing. Being nice is a good thing, but I see people saying nice guys are whatever. Nice guys are cool. I believe they're cool. They're cool, but you just have to know where to draw the line. Yeah, yeah. Because people are full of, and they'll test, they'll try, they'll disrespect you if you let them do. So yeah, that's basically what I have to say. I don't know if this video sounds good, because I feel like the sound is low. I don't feel that energetic today. I don't know why. Today is one of those days that I just don't feel like shooting a video, but I'm still doing it because of me, because it's Question the Poet. You already know what it is, Majua. And so, yeah, think about what I've just told you. Think about what I've just told you again and again and again and again and again and again and again. Yeah, so peace. Stay tuned. Share, like, subscribe, and follow my Insta. But IG, Question the Poet. I'm trying to grow it. I'm trying to grow it from scratch. But then my Instagram account is suffering right now. I've lost a couple of accounts, and I'm starting a new account from scratch. And yeah, you guys just follow and like and subscribe and just to do the necessary. And stay tuned. I'll be coming with new stuff every single time. You already know what it is, man. Peace.